What is up, everyone? Sean here, and today we're going to be talking about more on Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and they've just came out with a brand new trailer for the story mode, and I already checked it out, so it's not going to be a live reaction, but I will do an analysis for you guys, and also break it down with my own thoughts and stuff like that as we go along, and we'll talk more about it after the video and stuff like that. We'll probably go back and forth, so we'll see about that. So let's go through the video, and we are taking a look at the UK channel for Capcom, so
Peggy
keep that
12.
in mind. Keep that in mind.
It is time for the Dark Kingdom to rise! May the symbiote consume you all!
Yeah, symbiote, so Venom's gotta be in there, right?
You will endure the suffering of it.
Let's go back on Ghost Rider for a bit, since this is our first time looking at him. So, Ghost Rider looks pretty bulky. He looks super big compared to Spider-Man anyway. Kind of just standing in the back. I do like the look of his skull. The fire is okay, but...
Suffering, endure. You will endure the suffering of everyone.
Yeah, so obviously the voice is different from Marvel 3, and honestly I don't like this voice. It's I really like the Ultimate Marvel 3 voice for Ghost Rider, because first off, it's the same voice actor from the TV show of Ghost Rider, or whenever Ghost Rider did appear in a TV show, whenever it's like a crossover or a cameo or stuff like that. That same voice actor was able to, voice Ghost Rider once again, but this time around it's different. Unfortunately, it's trying to match that cinematic universe, I guess. So they have to go with what he sounded like in the movies, I guess. And I don't like it. I don't like the fact that they stuck with that direction. Jetta looks pretty cool, I gotta say.
Ultron Sigma has 2 of the Infinite.
And look at that, they have this whole room full of
6 cosmic stones,
heroes or whatever.
infinite power.
This is
Almost like the Avengers, but with Capcom characters. And there's Dr. Light.
Destroyed.
A suicide mission into the heart of enemy territory? I'm interested.
And we have Tony Stark's face looking a little weird, but definitely not the worst, but still a little weird.
Tell me more.
All teams, engage!
Alright, we got...
Do you see now how powerless you truly are?
If we're gonna stop Ultron Sigma, we need the...
There's Gamora, of course, and then Nova.
Stark and Rocket say he's dead.
Oh, and here we go. One of the biggest changes for the game is Chun-Li's face right here. Very drastically different, obviously. Looking a lot better. It still needs some work, I would say, but it's definitely an improvement. It's let's actually grab a comparison here. Let me see. All right, so I did my best to pull up a still image or a pause screen on Chun-Li's face, and it is quite a comparison. Just even looking at these from these angles here, the outfit's still the same. So unfortunately, the outfit part, the costume part, doesn't look too different, which is kind of an unfortunate thing. But her face is a lot more tolerable this time around, and that's a very good thing. They can still do some work on it. I feel like the nose is a little weird, a little squished together, very small looking. I feel like they might have overdone it with the nose a little bit, but in comparison to this, it's a blessing, I guess. I guess, but yeah, you can definitely tell by the different shape of the eyes. Her eyebrows is completely different, and I'm trying to look at the hair here. Hair's the same. Lips, probably a little slimmer, a little smaller at that. But the eyes, it definitely, they improved the eyes quite a bit. which is really good. Really good. Let me try to see if I can do a side-by-side comparison. Move that out of the way as much as I can, and yeah, so that's pretty much the best I can do right now in this kind of in this kind of mode. But anyways, you can definitely still see the difference though, very drastically different, which is really good. I think it's raises some hopes for Capcom anyway, that they are listening to people, but there are still other problems that they need to fix. But let's look more into the trailer.
Dangerous. No, I said insanely dangerous.
I will give you what you want.
We're out of options and out of time.
I'm sorry, Cap. Can't let you do it.
Dante still looks weird. Well, I mean, maybe not here, but if you kind of look back, let me see.
I'm sorry, Cap. Can't let you do it.
If you look back right here, it's still the same face as the Dante we know for Infinite, unfortunately. And
You have doomed yourself.
so, like I said, they still need to work on some other things, but
Bear witness to the death of your world.
Quiet. I hear voices.
it seems like it also worked on Chris's face a bit too, and it looks a lot cleaner, way cleaner than before. But I could be wrong. But of course, there's Nemesis right there. It's so dumb. There's no Wesker, but Nemesis, really?
I shall restore balance between life and death.
We shall see.
So, do you take like...
It really seems like Jeddah is like the next villain, you know what I mean? The next main villain after Ultron. They're really pushing Jeddah to be that kind of villain for this time around. Like, really unfortunate, like, we don't see Bison in there. He's like one of the biggest, baddest Capcom, you know, villains, you know, and they haven't even tried throwing him in there. Like, I
So, do you take like...
do not
regular
understand.
batteries?
Rocket, are you listening?
Yeah. Crash no moon. Find the cord. Nab the power stone. Boom!
Oh, look at that, the symbiote monster. That's not Venom. And of course, we have this all this extra stuff. So,
I'll see.
Cord. Nab the
another big thing to talk about is the symbiote monster right here. It's really unfortunate that it's not Venom, and it was confirmed by Capcom in the description of the UK channel, which is why we're here. That, let me just zoom in just a bit. Let me just read off the description here. So, more playable characters in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has been recently confirmed, including Jeddah, Dormammu, Firebrand, Ghost Rider. Additional information and gameplay details on these 4 characters will be available next week in conjunction with the Gamescom event in Cologne, Germany. I butchered the name, but anyways. These newly added characters bring the final roster at launch up to 30 characters, with more post-launch characters to be revealed in the future. So there you go. It's going to be 30 characters, and it's already been finalized, and that's the roster we're going to be stuck with for a little bit. So I have the Event Hub's article to kind of like help lay out who's in there. So let's go down the list here. Let's start with Marvel first, because Marvel, in my opinion, is okay. It's even though it is missing the X-Men, it's all right for the roster anyway. So we have Rocket Raccoon, Doctor Strange, Hawkeye, Gamora, Ultron, Captain America, Iron Man, Thanos, Nova, Hulk, Captain Marvel, Thor, Spider-Man, Dormammu, and of course Ghost Rider. It's, you know, that even with the whole X-Men issue, it's looking okay. Even if they include the X-Men, they're probably only going to include like 3 characters, like probably Magneto, Sentinel, and Wolverine. I don't know about Storm. I don't even know if they're ever gonna put any new characters at all. Like, so even if they do include the X-Men, it's probably not gonna be all that much, and it's just gonna be all the veterans anyway. It's not gonna be all that impressive, really, in my opinion, because it seems like to them that they can only fit so many characters in there without trying to make it a X-Men, half X-Men and half other Marvel characters, as opposed to trying to be diverse, I guess. But for right now, Marvel is looking okay. Well, although Doctor Doom is missing in there as well from Marvel. That's another little disappointment. But it is 20th Century Fox with Fantastic Four, so can't really do anything about that. So it's just at least this roster is a little okay. But comparing to Capcom anyway, we have Strider, Arthur, Spencer, Zero, Mega Man X, Jeddah, Chris Redfield, Dante, Ryu, Chun-Li, Morgan, Frank West, Hagar, Nemesis, and Firebrand. So we don't have Wesker in there, but we have Firebrand or Nemesis or whatever, or Nemesis over Wesker. It's like, really? He is just, I don't know. Wesker has so much more legacy. He's much more memorable than Nemesis. I mean, Nemesis is somewhat memorable too. He is, or at least for the Resident Evil fans anyway. But if we're talking about like, an upright villain from the Capcom side, it's Wesker. He has much more charisma. He's more charismatic in comparison to Nemesis anyway. But I guess they want to stick with the monster type for Capcom. They already have that villain, I guess. That would be the leading villain besides Ultron, which is Jeddah. So I guess Jeddah is going to replace that kind of villain for over Wesker anyway. But we'll see. I hope Wesker makes it back in there in the future DLC. And unfortunately, we're probably going to have to pay for it. But we'll see about that. We'll see how the game goes. And of course, Venom is not in there, which means he'll probably be a paid DLC. Very much likely, because we already have this. Let me mute this. We already have the symbiote monster in there, so it really has to indicate that Venom is going to be in there somehow. We already saw. If we kind of go back a bit or go over here, I think. Where is... Because I saw symbiote Spider-Man. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so he just... There you go. We have symbiote Spider-Man, or Venom Spider-Man, whatever you want to call him. So it looks like they're really pushing the symbiote part of Marvel. Oh, but look at this. Have you noticed something? I just kind of realized that MODOK is in the story, but he's not a playable character. So it looks like MODOK is also going to be a DLC character for at least probably the season 1 pass. So we're probably going to have... So we already have Black Panther. We're probably going to have Venom, or most likely Venom. Or excuse me. Let me start that over. We have Black Panther. He's already been confirmed. Venom, most likely, because the whole symbiote thing. MODOK, he's right there, laughing in our face, literally. And I believe there's like four more characters, and there's gonna be six per season pass. So yeah, so that's already 2 Marvel characters and 1 possibly Capcom character. Or no, sorry, no, I'm sorry. That's all 3. All of them are 3 Marvel characters. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So that's pretty much 3 Marvel characters so far. So that means the other 3 are, are going to be the Capcom characters that have not been revealed just yet. So nothing. There's no like real word on it either. So Sigma is, I think, part of the pre-order. I think if you pre-order him, or I'm not too sure. He might be part of the 6 characters for DLC, at least for season 1 anyway. But I'm not too sure. So maybe Sigma. I know Sigma's in there as a playable character, but you know, I don't know personally if he's gonna be DLC or the pre-order DLC. I'm not too sure. So let me know in the comments section below. But anyways, let me take another look just in case if I've missed anything. Let's go try to find.
I shall restore balance between life.
Let's go try to find what's his face.
I will savor it.
Consume you all.
Dormammu. There you go. Yeah. Dormammu looks pretty cool. I think he's pretty well done for the most part. At least they got the less human characters right, because they don't look human. They don't have to like make it any realistic or anything like that. But Dormammu looks pretty cool. I will have to say that. I wonder where's Firebrand. I think Firebrand was supposed to be in this as well. I totally forgot about this guy right here.
Death of your world.
I think he's supposed to be from Marvel, but I'm not too sure.
I hear voices.
Of course, there's this guy, Nemesis. I love how he gets thrown right after that, though. He's not not too much of a threat, it looks like, but...
I shall restore balance between life and death.
We shall see.
So, do you take, like, regular batteries?
Rocket, listening?
Find the cord.
Where is
nab the
Firebrand?
power stone. Boom!
I've not seen him in there.
Consume you. For the Dark Kingdom to rise.
Oh, there he is. Very brief little snippet. Oh, there he is. Right there. Standing next to Dormammu with... Wow, he got some veins in his wings. What's going on there? Yeah, but that's about it. That's all we get for... That's all we get for Firebrand. But he's in a roster, right? He's in a roster. The villain for Ghosts and Goblins is gotta be in there, I guess. Because, you know, everyone remembers that game, right? Really appreciates that game.
Arise.
Very, very nice choice for a villain, right? Over Bison, over possibly Wesker. I mean, I don't see any villains for Frank West, right? So it's not like we needed Firebrand in there. Not really add anything significant to the story at all. Yeah, unfortunately they haven't worked on Morgan's face, it seems like, just yet, because they haven't really shown off whatchamacall, you know, Morgan's face at all up in an up-close video, or up-close shot, excuse me. The only person of course, is Chun-Li.
Side mission into the Sigma.
So yeah, Chun-Li and probably Chris are the only ones that have shown improvement so far for the face. They haven't shown off Spencer. I didn't really see Spencer in there as well. He wasn't. I don't think he was anywhere in this trailer at all. So yeah, nice job on that one. You know, showcasing the characters. But yeah, other than, you know, the outfit, Chun-Li's face is vastly improved overall. I guess, you know, kudos to them on that. Looks like they're trying their best, but there's still other things they need to fix. And I think, really, in my opinion, they either need to really lower the price on the season pass, which, you know, very unlikely, but they should do that. Or, you know, fix up the roster. I don't know. It's just really hard to say. Really hard to say what is going to happen with Marvel vs. Capcom. It's probably going to be another esports game, just like Street Fighter V was, or is right now, excuse me. And we're probably going to be moping and stuff like that. But I hope this time around the DLC characters are going to be exciting and something to look forward to. So But so far, you know, when it comes to DLC, my predictions are, you know, after Black Panther, of course, is Venom. He's gotta be likely in there, and MODOK. Why would they show off MODOK in the story trailer? You know, and he's already, you know, they already have a 3D model of him, so they can just bring him in there, you know, with that, and retouch him up for that cinematic look, I guess. So MODOK, I would say, is gonna be in there as a DLC character. So we have a veteran Marvel 3 character. We have a new character and a character that's gonna be reworked into 3D, which is gonna be pretty exciting. If that's gonna be true for, you know, for Venom anyway. So and of course I believe, you know, Sigma. I don't know if Sigma counts as the one of the 6 or not. But yeah, he's in there. Sigma's part of that. But yeah, we haven't really seen Sigma either, so we're probably gonna see that once the game comes out. I almost forgot to mention that Monster Hunter is supposed to be in there with the Capcom side, and we don't see him. So that means he's gonna be DLC, of course, most likely anyway, and that's really unfortunate. So we definitely have Sigma, Monster Hunter, and probably one more Capcom character for that season pass. So again, I don't know if Sigma counts as one of those, but again, we'll have to see about that. So we'll see about that. But anyways, thought I'd talk to you guys about this with Marvel's recent story trailer. So that was really interesting. I thought, you know, they're listening to us somewhat, but there's still issues to worry about. We don't know if it's gonna be just Chun-Li's face and Chris's face, I guess. But, you know, we'll have to see about that. Hopefully they'll fix Dante's face, fix Spencer's as well, and Morgan. Morgan is another character that needs to be fixed. But yeah, I guess they're getting there. They're making some progress, somewhat, but yeah, it's really shaky. It's really shaky still, but again, we'll have to see. We have to wait for the final product and give our thoughts about it from there. So I'm still getting it. I'm still cautiously excited for it. I do want to, you know, get my hands on it for the gameplay for the most part, and I'll probably stick with a basic team like Ryu and someone else. I don't know. I'm gonna have to experiment with that, but that's what the labbing is there for. So yeah, it's gonna be 30 characters, and it's gonna be interesting, to say the least. So thank you guys so much. That's pretty much my thoughts and analysis on this trailer here for Marvel's Capcom Infinite, the latest story trailer. I think it's really neat. I think I am definitely curious for the story. I still want to, you know, see it with my own eyes and play the game at the same time as well. So they still have my purchase, I guess. I haven't made my official pre-order just yet, but it's gonna happen. I'm still devilishly curious about this game, and I hope for the best. I hope for the best for Marvel Infinite, because I really do like these games. You know, Marvel's Capcom. It's like one of my childhood games. You know, and I think a lot of people would say that, and I think a lot of people would hope this game to flourish once it comes out. So, but right now it's an ugly little weed that's getting a little fixed at the moment. So hopefully it'll bloom into something decent looking. But anyways, thank you guys so much. This has been my thoughts and all that stuff on this trailer. If you have any comments or anything like that, leave them down below. If you like the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up and all that good stuff. Hit the subscribe button, bell to be notified for more videos like these, and I'll probably cover more Marvel stuff if anything else comes out. But otherwise, this is what we have for the roster right here. And yeah, so it's kind of pointless to, you know, make a top 5 wish or top character wish list thing at this point. You know, unless you're talking about DLC, sure, but you know, it's already been confirmed for these characters anyway. So that's what we're gonna have. So yeah, but anyways, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Sean out.